Good day. So this episode for our new Simage podcast is actually
I'm a celeb, but week one.
week one. I'm a celeb. You're gonna love it. See you next time. Bye. I mean, it's fair to say we're enjoying I'm a Celebrity this year.
I mean, I'm glad that Ant's back.
That is a good point. It's better with him.
He's like so much like, I don't know, he feels like alive again.
Yeah, I see people on Twitter like, oh, he's really fit. I'm like, he kind of is though. Like, I would smash.
Yeah, but they still look the same as they did like, God
I
knows
saw
how long
that
ago.
too. Oh my God, PJ and Duncan. Oh, oh my God, we love that. Yeah.
So, who's your favourite so far? Or favourites? Like, who you liking, who you're not liking?
Who am I liking? First of all, Miles. I think he's gorgeous,
He's just
obviously.
I just love his like chef abilities.
Yeah.
Like, that took me by surprise.
I found him really cute, and I like how he's like, oh, are you bantering? And then someone else, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, oh yeah, are you bantering? Like, they're all like getting onto his things, so it's just like funny.
He's sweet.
So I like him for
I
that
just
reason.
feel a bit bad for him though, because when they were all talking about their like celebrity, like, you know, Tom Hanks and
yeah.
Roman's freaking childhood in general.
Yeah.
Like, and then he was just like, was on X Factor a year ago.
Oh my God, I love it.
But
no, but like, I think it's like, I don't know, my favourites is probably him. I don't mind any of them, to be honest. Like, I quite like the comedian, but I feel like he, like, just because I'm naturally drawn to funny people, but he doesn't get as much, like, oh God, that sounds,
wow.
I'm not funny myself.
Is that why we're friends? Hey,
Hey.
that was funny.
And so yeah, that's kind of it for me. How about you?
Right. Well, the thing is though, I have like a little group that I'm like, so I like Miles and Roman.
Yeah.
And then the two new ones, Andy and Flick.
Oh yeah, solid. They're
they seem
hilarious.
great. I like them. And I quite like Caitlin too.
Oh
I do like
yeah, Caitlin. Yeah. I mean, Caitlin's just will never not be iconic. Like, every time I look at it, I'm just gonna be like, fuck, that's Caitlyn Jenner.
That is,
like,
it is mental. When you put it into perspective, it is like,
when they were talking about like motherhood.
oh,
I saw that clip
so
on
cute.
YouTube, and it's like, fucking hell, like, you forget, like, that's, and when Caitlyn always says Kimberly, I don't know why that makes me laugh.
You know what I love though? It's like, I mean, a lot of like people sort of tend to avoid the topic of like, but like everyone's just talking about like her transition from,
Yeah.
and like she's just so open about it. Like she doesn't, you know what I mean? And I live for it. Like, she's just saying it how it is, and she's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, educating.
Especially because obviously on Twitter there's been hideous things that have been said, obviously, which is just like, I don't get why you would do that anyway.
How much she's getting paid from this?
Yeah, like I think we know
bothered?
who's winning. I think the quicker that people stimulate conversation, the better. But like, she's an icon. I don't understand who wouldn't want to be her. Like, you know,
I honestly,
she's just not a fucking playing guys. Like, seriously, it's cool.
Oh, everything she says is a flex, and I live.
Yeah, she's really. I just love
She doesn't
her.
mean
She's
to, though.
trendy.
It's just because like everything she says is to do with the Kardashians, and you automatically just associate them with.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, I forget that, but yeah. Everyone on Twitter's like, oh, I can't believe none of her family are wishing her. But like, I'm just like, oh, who cares?
I mean,
like, I don't think Caitlyn cares.
Well, she doesn't know, does she?
Yeah.
She wouldn't know. But I can see that, because I mean, even though, because they live in America, the time difference, like, I don't know if they're watching it or not, but I feel like they probably should be like, oh, I don't know, they should have at least said something. I feel like they're just blocking it out, and it's quite sad.
I feel like they should have said something, but like, equally, like, if that's all everyone's going to comment about for like the next 4 fucking weeks, like, oh my God, Courtney did a post about Caitlyn today. Like, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Do you reckon any of them are going to go at the end of the bridge and see?
Oh wait, yeah, who's gonna
like,
be
who's gonna go? Oh my God.
Oh, it's got to be one of them at least.
So when Caitlyn's crowned winner, no, I'm joking. Well, I don't know.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I think probably maybe someone like, I feel like Jacqueline's very down to earth, but like a lot of people like her. Also Roman.
I don't know. She's like getting on people's nerves, I think, from what I've seen.
Because I watched it and I thought, but the thing is, do you know about like her husband?
No.
He's like really like a shitty person, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I watched him on Celebrity Big Brother and he's like okay, but he has like been known to cheat on her. He cheated on her with Gabby, who's Miles' ex. Yeah. So like.
Yeah, but isn't. Oh wait, that makes I didn't read the article because I didn't think much of it, but I saw an article about Jacqueline. I don't know.
Jacqueline.
Jackie.
Jack.
J-Dog. No, her and Miles were like talking about the drama apparently, but I didn't realise that it involved her. I just thought she was like, you know, because she's like, keeps asking about the Kardashians, like, oh, she's just up to date with like, maybe she's just curious, you know, she watches a bit of Love Island. She knows who Gabby is, but well, she must know who she is now. If she's
like, I think she messaged her a lot, being like, what's happened between, and no one was telling her straight. So I feel like if people know that, they'll like be like, oh, like, she's quite down to earth.
I didn't know that.
But I don't know who's gonna win though. Like, to be honest, maybe Caitlyn, maybe like Andy. Is that his name? The one that looks like my dad.
Oh, I keep forgetting I haven't got a drink.
Shit.
That's so sad. No.
I've got water, but
no.
I've actually not opened it.
No, don't.
If you actually want some, I've actually not opened
it's fine,
it.
It's fine.
Edit?
Product placement.
Oh my god, yeah. Right.
You just turned the computer on by doing that.
Oh my god. Well, you know, if I could do that every time it would turn on. Sometimes I come in the library, I'm here for hours, like,
I can't do it.
trying to turn them on, they don't come on.
I'm terrible for it.
Oh, anyway. No, I don't know who's going to win though. I don't know.
I think it is probably too soon, but like...
Maybe Roman, probably. I don't know. I really don't know.
He'll definitely...
be in the final.
Well, I think.
Yeah,
I say that
I
quite
think so
confidently. I'm a bit thingy with... Is it Ian? I like him, but at the same time, I think...
Is that the
him
football one?
Is it? No. Yeah. Ian, James and Andrew. They're like... I like them as a little clique.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like they're all so similar that they're kind of like... They're friends, but you can see a bit of tension sometimes. And I don't know how to feel about it.
Oh, I don't like that. I saw that one kicking off because they offered him more food and he's been moaning about it all day. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but
it's annoying when people keep on asking you something and you've answered, but he didn't have to go, mate, I fucking said I don't fucking want any. Like,
the thing is,
okay.
In the little box thing a minute ago, he went, oh, I really appreciate them asking, you know. And then he goes out like, stop asking me if I want more food. I was like, okay.
It's like me when I'm on a diet. Like, well...
Yes, do
I care about what food I take? No, but... Oh, God.
But then Kate, with the whole jail thing...
Shit, I don't know about that.
Well, basically, if they wanted to feed the 2 new ones, they had to send 2 people to go, like, live with them. So Andrew and Ian... No, Andrew and James, I think, were like, oh, we'll go. And Kate was like, no, I'll go. You know, being the, like, good Samaritan that she is. She was like, I'll go, it's fine. So they all picked, like, names out of a hat.
Yeah.
And she, like, you know, drew the short straw, but you could tell she regretted it. She was like, oh, don't really want to go. But, like, so then James was like, well, I did volunteer. Like, I will take your place. Like, it's no big deal. You don't have to go. And she was like, no. That's not the heroic thing to do. And then, like, the lads were getting annoyed because, like, they were like, well, no, we're like, very willing to go. Like, if you're going to complain, just let us go. And she's like, no.
Aww.
But then, like,
Jack.
Dog, she was like, not for me, not gonna go. And then I think that's why the public voted for her, because they were all a bit, because on Twitter people were like, oh, a bit princessy of her, wasn't it? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay.
Sure, I didn't see that. But like, damn. Fuck, might watch it tonight. I think my issue is, like, I do like watching it, but it's just hard to keep up with.
It's only 1 week in. Like,
I know. I don't know why I'm acting like it's like fucking a soap that's on every fucking day.
Well, it is on every day, but...
For like ever though.
Yeah.
But I just like find it hard because like I don't...
I think I do often... Oh God, that makes me sound so sad. I do often think about it. When you look at something like Coronation Street, I'm like, how long... Like, when did that start? Like, can you just join in whenever? Or like, have you just been there committed from the start? Like, I don't understand how it works. They
definitely get new people on because they kill everyone off, don't they?
It's like a cycle, isn't it?
Like, I remember when I was very young, my mum used to watch like fucking EastEnders and I'd be like, this is fucking lovely. No, they kill people off and they introduce new ones.
Yeah, but like, I don't understand, like... You couldn't just turn it on one night and be like, I know exactly what's going on and I'm going to finish this season. Or is it even seasons,
no, it's
or
not
is it just continuous?
It's continuous.
Wow, we're quite weird.
I feel like they all have a night off in a week.
It was like Caitlyn Jenner was like, what is with...
Yeah.
And I'm like, because there's so many of them. It's like...
Oh my God.
It's just so easy to pluck one out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your character's been killed off. Come work with us.
Come on.
Come sit in a jungle. Come on.
Into the jungle. Would you ever do it if you were offered?
Well, this is the thing, like, I'm watching it and I'm like, I would love to do something like this, because it is like, you know, but then I'm like, I really don't like spiders, but then at the same time, it's like, when you're put into that position of like, face it or don't. And if you know so much is at stake, like food and stuff, I feel like your mindset does change, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that lady who apparently lifted a car to save a baby.
Yeah.
Like when you're put into the situation, you don't realise what you can do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I could, but like, I know I'd struggle at the same time.
Because this is I'd want to do it, but I feel like because I would struggle, I would want like it to not be like, I wouldn't want the public to like critique me and comment like, oh my god, she's been a bit of a bitch today. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
I wouldn't want to come out to loads of hate,
like,
and like I feel like that is what I would get. So I don't think it's the one for me. But
I'd love to go on there.
I think some of the things they do are excellent though, and I like when they all are like friends and when it's all going really well. I think that's like a really nice thing to have.
I think like when you go in there, can you imagine if like you meet someone that you've like loved for like years?
Yeah.
Or so? Like it's mental, innit? When Roman was I don't know if you saw it, but Roman was talking to Ian, and when Roman was little, he got Ian to sign his little figure of him.
Oh my god!
And he's still got it, and now he's sat in the jungle with him.
Shit!
And I was like, that's mad. And obviously, J-Dog and Caitlin, she loves it. Bloody loves it.
Oh my god, J, yeah. J-Dog's living the dream for everyone who is a Kardashian fan.
She's just, she keeps giving us updates, and it's so sweet.
Oh my god, I love it. Fuck, like, imagine. Because you could literally go in there and there could be fucking anyone.
It is like... You wouldn't know either.
Yeah.
I doubt they tell you.
No.
But then I'm like... I know it sounds basic, but like... I kind of wish that they would have been like... I think I'm probably only saying it because I don't know hardly any of the people on there, but like... I don't know, I feel like... I wish there was more younger people on it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that in a mean way, because like some of them are young. Like I know who Roman Kemp is, and I know who Miles was, and I knew Caitlyn Jenner. They were the only three I knew really. So I just wish that like there was a more diverse. Like, because last year they had Jack, obviously, and I was like actually really impressed with that. To be fair, even though he's like not my favourite YouTuber or anything, I was like,
I don't.
Oh god, it's someone I know. It's, you know, someone like...
Their move at keeping up with trends. No, I get what you mean. I knew a few more, but it's just because I know weird things. Like, I know Adele, but I don't know why I know Adele. I know she's a radio person.
Oh, she's
But
stressing
I've never listened to Radio 1, but I know Adele. I think that's my situation with all of them.
Out of all of them, she's annoying me the most, I think. It's just that pictures set me off. It's really like...
I feel bad because I feel like she's going to get all the thing.
Well, it is a bit
that
weird.
Fucking blonde one's pissing me off.
Or Kate.
Because like she's just annoying.
That's what I mean when she was like with the jail thing. I was like, I can see what she mean, like, because sometimes I'm quite like that myself. I'm like, no, I'd rather just like take the L and like go myself. But then it's like, if you are gonna make a big deal about it, just let someone else who had volunteered go. Like like, but anyway. And then she got annoyed with the wagon wheels. This is the most annoying thing for me because I like want to know what you're going on about. I just fucking don't. You said you'd watched it.
I watched the clips on YouTube and I did watch it one night.
You said you'd watched it last night.
It was last night when they were talking about fucking... She was crying because she couldn't smell her children's hair.
It might have been. Yeah, I think so. But that's the night with the wagon wheels.
I watched the clips from that night, but I didn't watch all of it. I just watched like a selection of clips.
Basically, they did the $1 challenge,
right?
And the prize was wagon wheels for main camp or wagon wheels for the jail camp. So like they obviously picked it for the main camp because there was more of them. Like they hadn't eaten as much. And like Kate was like complaining, like I was really nice to Ian and he's gone and picked the food for the main camp and we're getting nothing. And I was like, well, to be fair, you did have the chance to stay at main camp.
Yeah. You don't need to make such a big fucking deal out of it.
But then like Andy and Cliff are like, oh, we don't really care, we had breakfast this morning at the hotel.
Oh my god.
And she's like really triggered over them.
We love that. Oh my god, I love them too.
I want them to get their own spin-off show.
Yeah.
They were just so funny in that challenge.
I saw you tweet that and I was like, oh my god.
I think they need like...
I saw that challenge.
I want more like double act moments of them too. Yeah. It's just great.
Oh, he reminds me. That fucking one from Coronation Street reminds me so much of my dad, and it is the weirdest thing me watching it. Like, Fish gets like, it's just so my dad.
I knew he looked familiar, but then the more that you've said that's who it is, I'm like, that is exactly where I'm making the link.
So,
oh my
I'm
God.
Connected with the show on a whole new level.
It's facial structure. I know what you mean. It's
like, I obviously won't put it on this, but I'm gonna make a side-by-side edit of them both and show you. And like, it's spitting image.
Oh
god, maybe I'm related to it.
Just somewhere down the line.
Yeah, because they look so like, but like it is weird because I don't think my dad's brothers look like him.
No, you know what? I find that weird.
But like this randomer from Coronation Street looks exactly like my dad.
I'll like sit next to my brother or whatever, and I don't think we look alike.
Yeah.
But then it's like, remember that ages ago, someone found like my lookalike on Twitter, and I was like, that's so weird. How like I've never met this person, probably not related to them, but they look more like me than my actual brother does.
I'm like fucking hell, like. Yeah, I think it's so weird. But they say everyone in the world has someone that looks exactly like
Isn't
them.
it like 7 people?
So yeah, something like that.
But I don't know if that means like
I would
currently.
love to see mine.
Does that mean currently or like?
I'm not sure. Have you seen that thing of Greta Thunberg?
Oh, that's weird. That is
pretty so weird. Like they look exactly alike.
That's weird. That one.
Like,
not me.
Because I just saw it on Twitter yesterday, and I was there for like a few minutes, like fucking hell, who is this?
I just sank.
It's getting a little bit more awkward to film here on a Friday when everyone seems to be coming near our area.
I know, it's so unnecessary.
Oh my god, we love that. You're just so...
I mean, we've gone from having one alien here to like... Props if you know what I mean, but...
Oh, la, la, la. Oh, fancies a drink.
Oh, don't. I forgot mine.
I've offered you water.
I'm like, Kate.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not the heroic thing to... I'm not going to dehydrate you. For my own sake.
Why the fuck did Ben not get off me a sip of his Coke?
You did share pizza with me once, though.
So
I can't even, like, say a bad word, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh.
What are you thinking about Bob the Medic?
Oh, I mean, a legend, first and foremost. Is that, like, tea with him, or just, like, in general?
No, he's just great, isn't he? It's just an overall 10 out of 10. I
feel like we all grew close to him when Gillian had her bouts of absolute illness. It's illness, guys.
Did you hear, there was, like, an article saying that she had PTSD from it.
Oh,
From, like, the challenges. And it's, like, it's understandable. You are put into, like, a completely unnatural situation where, like, you're not eating, you're doing stuff that you know, it's quite traumatising.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you're doing it to survive, which is, God, the more I'm thinking about this.
Because, like,
but, no.
It's such a weird concept. It works brilliantly. It's great TV, but it is, like, very scary.
So
I wouldn't like it.
Like, I would like to do it, but then it's like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would love, like... I would live. Oh my god, this is like the typical question. Everyone asks people this, but what would your 3 meals be at the end of it? You know, when they all do that thing.
Oh no, I wouldn't know.
Like start a main dessert and drink.
I go through phases. So like I'll go a month eating one thing, and then the next month I'm completely off that, and I have to like have something else. So I really wouldn't have a clue.
Because I feel like people could be more tactical with the way they do it. People go with what they want that very instant. If you really want to get a good meal, you need to get a range of people.
I'm like thinking about it. What would I...
Right, drink for me is easy. I'd go for Coke.
What would I be craving?
Because that's just like...
I'd have something sugary for sure. Because like, if
you'd
I'm in
need
that
something
situation,
sugary.
I know I'd be craving sugar after not having it for so long.
Yeah, it's just such a luxury, I feel like.
Just the idea of having salt after like...
Oh my gosh.
I love salt.
But you know when they do have... Yeah, me too. Do you know when they do have like these fat meals? Obviously because they've not been eating that much, you can't finish it. And I'm like, fucking hell, like...
It is a waste, isn't it?
It's a waste, but it's also just like... It's all they think about is food, and then they can't eat it. It's like sad. Yeah.
After Iceland. Oh my god, we might as well have just done Iceland.
I think we were halfway there.
We were in situations we did not want to be in.
Yeah. We were forced to do things that we didn't know were on the itinerary.
We had to sleep on like a green cardboard sheet thing.
Like, our friend was fucking dying.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The weather, extreme conditions.
Yeah.
Same clothes.
You know, really unfamiliar place to home. Oh.
Different country.
Yeah, different country.
Oh my god. We did I Was Celeb.
Horrific travel experience there and back.
Other adults in charge of your life.
Yeah. Getting voted to do things that you don't want to fucking do.
Oh my god, toilet issues. Oh god, we did it. We really did it.
Well, that's Love Island. I'm a Celeb experience. We did not get out of there. In fact, we stayed for a day longer than I thought we were doing.
Oh yeah, that was funny when you were like, yeah, no.
I was like, certain.
No, you've got this all wrong.
I thought you were proper taking the piss, because I was like, how can I get that wrong? Like, that's the one thing you know when you're going on a trip. You know how long you're going there for. But I really had no clue.
You had to go another day with it all.
Yeah, oh my god. I didn't have enough clothes. I didn't have my pill. I didn't have enough food because I only packed snacks for like a limited amount of time, and obviously I ate all my snacks. But I did have the 12 chocolate bars.
All the bread we ate.
Oh my god, yeah. Because like in Iceland, I feel like I definitely say at the end of Iceland, someone's like, "What 3 meals do you want?" Oh my god, it would just be salt, and then sugar. But like. Priority. I'm a celeb. I don't know what I'd have at the end. I feel like I would have pizza as my main because that's just something I can't live without.
The more I think about it, I'm looking at these meals and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know if it's just Miles's cooking, but like they do quite nice.
Like
there's just not a lot of it. And it's
obviously the main attraction is like, what meat do they get? Like what weird animal do they have to eat?
God, that's
but
what
they
we all
do
go to
get
the
like
for.
Veg on the side, and like when they were making like a stir fry or something, I was like, I didn't get that bad.
The thing that stresses me out the most is when they're doing the eating challenges. They'll put like a cockroach, but like on a bed of chips.
Oh
and it's
my
like,
god, yeah.
Why can't you just take a chip?
Take a chip.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, realistically, no one else is gonna eat them chips because it has a cockroach on it. The campmates would because, I mean, you're desperate. Yeah. But, like, they just waste all that food and I'm like...
Do you remember...
If I was in that position, I'm like... It's just, well, I like food, so I'd try and sneak one. Probably would be severe repercussions.
Yeah, they'd be like, what the
They'd
fuck
probably
be
like, that's a star that we're taking away from you.
No, do you remember one time there was, like, an eating trial and they were like, you can either eat... like something disgusting or and then they opened the next one, it was like a massive burger or like something.
That was cruel.
That was really cruel. And I'm like, but where's that food going? Because I hope someone actually eats it because like they are starving in the jungle, aren't they?
I don't know, if I had the choice between a freshly cooked meal and a meal that's been sat on a table next to a cup of insects for like an hour, like I know which one I'm going for.
That's true. But like say like just we're trying to film me.
One James did. He just threw it.
Our librarian, that loud bang was our librarian. But yeah, no, because like
This will put technical difficulties on the screen.
Our librarian picked up a bottle of pop and there's a bin right there, and he goes to a bin the other side of the room and fucking launches it into the bin. Catapult.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Yeah. Fuck. Dang, diggity dang, dang. But do you know when they're doing these eating trials and it's like, you can either get another star for camp if you eat this, or you can have this meal. I would have that meal for the sake of 1 star. Like, if you'd already got like 6 stars, have a meal too. Like, treat yourself.
Can you imagine going back to camp and being like, sorry, I sacrificed 1 of your stars because I wanted.
Yeah, but it's not as though they give out meals and they're like, oh my god, only 3 people can eat tonight. Like,
I do get it. Like, there's not much differentiation between 6 and 7 stars in terms of the meal in general, but
like if there was a pizza there and it was fucking huge and they said, first of all, it's great TV if someone did go, do you know what?
Yeah, but that's like Amir and Ian all over again.
I know.
With the strawberries and cream.
I watched that the other day. I think I watched
it like religiously
yesterday morning, and I was pissing myself. It's the way Ian said, I have to go
really
and tell them in a minute, so I'm not telling.
It's the way that Ian is like, he's like, no, Amir, we should just go back to camp. And Amir just takes the plate and he's like, well, I'm going to sit here and eat them whether you eat them or not.
It's the way Ian goes, let's just have a look at them and let's just smell them. I'm like, oh, you little. And then he goes, the thing is, Ian goes, no, he's holding the tray in front of him, like, go on.
He's not too quick to move away.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just being the cameras like filming like what is going on?
Oh
like,
my god! And then when they would just hide that fucking massive fucking box,
oh my god,
right by it. But didn't they say the other day that the wherever they get the food from, is it Kiosk Kev now?
Oh, yeah.
Is like 5 minutes away from camp. Isn't that what they were saying the other day?
Idea.
Like it's not actually that far away.
I do think about it. I'm like, in perspective, like how far are these like places from each other?
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, God, that must be hours, but it's obviously not.
Obviously
like,
you can't strand a bunch of celebrities in the middle of a jungle. Like you have to have some sort of gateway to civilization.
Yeah, because like when Ant and Jack run to like the camp, it doesn't take them that long. Like, I know they've got like a break, but that's only like 3 minutes. I don't think I really don't think that it's as big as people think.
No, it mustn't be.
I feel like they have access to a lot of places if they need it for like
but there
a
is
trial.
a lot of like different. Because when you look at the trial stuff, there is.
Yeah.
They're not all filmed in the same place. Some of them are, but like they're not all.
No. Because they have different like needs for things.
They've got a little western city there.
Yeah, like.
Where's
and then
that?
the year before when they made that fucking entire Roman Empire
in
the
God,
jungle,
yeah.
like.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my God. To be fair though. Okay.
Sorry,
both
me
has
too.
malfunctioned at the same time. But in terms of the trials, what are you thinking?
Oh my God, it's past.
I was like, what and who? And then, question answered. Pretty standard.
Yep.
Of course.
Oh God. But yeah.
No medal for guessing what his meal of the jungle would be.
Oh my God, cook himself, treat yourself. I feel like he'd be funny, a funny camp mate, because he must just have a lot of stories about being done, but he must milk them all too.
That's a good idea. I'm like thinking, what celebrities would you like to see in there?
I was thinking today, and I was like, obviously I know the comedian in there at the moment's like, yeah, funny, but I was thinking like, I would rather have a lot of people who are not as well known and very, very funny, as opposed to someone famous who's just boring as fuck.
But then it's like when they're famous and funny.
Oh well, that's just
win-win, isn't it?
Like ideal celebrities, obviously would be like
Philip
fucking
Schofield and Stephen Mulhern in there.
I mean, I want Stephen Tries.
Oh my God,
Stephen Mulhern would be incredible.
Did
and
you see that
Phil.
video of him like trying an oyster?
Who?
Stephen Mulhern.
I don't think I have.
Oh my God, you need to witness that. He is like, he'd be heaving the entire time. He couldn't even eat an oyster.
Oh my God, we love that.
And that was by his own will. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
fuck.
I'd like to see them two on there, but I
like,
think.
Fuck, that's such a good question because I don't actually know who I would.
It's like when they're like
Like, I would want Gino, but he's already done it.
We all complain that we're like, oh, I don't know any of these people, but then I'm like,
yeah,
who
they
would I want on
actually
there?
turn out to be quite fun anyway. So I don't think it matters, but like, if I were to pick. Because, like, I'm not going to go, oh, I want that fucking rugby one in there. But he seems to be doing fine.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, that when it's, like, with a YouTuber, it's, like, that's why I think I was like, oh, yeah, Jack's on there. Like, I know, I mean, with a job like that, they do sort of show their personality. But, like, with rugby, it's, you just see their skill. You don't really know who they are as a person.
Fuck, I don't know who I'd actually... That's such a good question. I've never actually thought about that.
Have you not?
I think I might have done a little bit, but I've never actually thought, right, so how many are there in a jungle? Like 12?
Well, they start off as 10 and then 2 come in.
And I'm one of them. So that's 11 more people who have to match my standard of funny.
I'd want you in there.
I would want you.
You'd be dead funny.
I mean, I feel like we would just be one anyway. Like, they have to let 2 people go in as one.
If
they do it on
a couples edition.
They do it on Celebrity Big Brother.
Do they?
Yeah, Spidey, Spencer and Heidi,
oh,
and Jedward went in together.
Okay, yeah.
And these like 2 porn twins went in together.
If we went in together, would we count as one or would we be the
count
2?
As one?
So there'd be 13 in total.
13, but 12 people to vote for. So if it was like what?
He just went silent.
Oh,
you can hear 12 people to vote for.
So if it was like an eating trial, it would be Adele and us 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my God, that would be
we'd have to share an arse together. Lovely. Oh my God, that fucking date was huge.
When you think of the eating challenges, what do you think you could and couldn't do?
First thing I could definitely do, no, not a shadow of doubt, I could easily do those drinks. Easy. Just hold your nose.
I can barely.
I can like.
Shot, to be honest.
Like, I think it's easy. I think I could do.
Yeah, but I think it's the texture more than the taste.
Honestly, I think I could do Dick. Because people just say, oh, it's just chewy, it's fine.
My thing is, in my head, I could
couldn't
stomach a weird meat. If you gave me any weird meat, I'd be like, fine. It's the bugs that get me, because
I couldn't do alive things. I couldn't do, like, do you know those witchessy grubs?
They've stopped that now, because it was seen as cruel and inhumane. They're only allowed to give them dead things now.
Oh, shit. But they used to do those things, and like fish eyes and like things that are gooey I wouldn't be able to really do. Like fish eye, that is vile. When they were like, oh, you have to eat that one in the middle, it was the bloodiest one. It was disgusting.
Oh yeah, they picked, yeah. I don't, but then some of the weird meats, like they have like hair and stuff on. Like, that's what I'd be like.
That is awful. I don't know.
Safety check. Medic Bob.
I think I could do you know, I might struggle with that vomit fruit, because if it actually tastes like sick, I'm not a sick fan.
So. I mean, it's fruit, but like it doesn't look particularly appetizing, let alone smell particularly appetizing.
Smell, like, I think that would throw me off more.
Because smell is part of the taste, so if it looks and smells bad, you're gonna feel already like, oh, don't want that in my mouth.
But what else? Like, I think I'd be able to eat, like, do you know sometimes they make them do like spider's legs? I think that'd be easy.
Or like a tarantula leg.
Yeah. Or like just like even just like one of those fucking long things with really skinny legs. Like one time they made. Do you remember when Helen was in it?
That is the most
Helen
generic name.
Flanagan, the one with fucking. She was in it at the same time as Hugo and Ashley. And they all hated her a little bit.
Helen. Oh mate.
She was like kind of a bit of a pussy about the trials. And one time in the live trial, they made her like take the legs off something and eat it, and I thought that was easy as shit. Like stuff like that would be just absolutely easy.
Got some in my eye.
I mean, granted, I wouldn't do it out of choice, but
yeah, but if it's like if you haven't eaten in weeks, and like they were like, we will give you food if you eat this, like, you're gonna be like,
but like when I'm watching it at home and they're like, oh Roman, eat this eyeball, I look around and I look at people's eyes and I would like I know it's a fish eye, but I would not want to eat someone's eye. Like that's weird. Like, that's really bad.
Considering they have to eat other weird things, I think it's kind of standard in the jungle, but
oh, disgusting though.
I don't think I could do like some of the insects. That like, because I think it's because I don't like bugs anyway, and I eat meat as it is. You know what I mean? It's like it's not too much of a difference going from meat to a weird meat, whereas going from I won't even like sit down if a spider's in the room to like having to eat one is like.
I think. Yeah, well, I've got like a similar fear to you with spiders. Like I fucking can't stand them. But like
I could deal with rats and lizards.
No, that's where we're so different.
See, that's the two that if they were like where do you even snakes to an extent.
I would rather do spiders.
Really?
I would
rat
hate
on my head than
every
a spider,
second. No.
Because to me, I'm like, oh, a rat. It's kind of like a small dog.
I like Ratatouille, but that's as far as my rat's love goes. Like, oh my god, I fucking can't stand.
Well, no, if I could choose to like not have a rat on my head or have a rat on my head, I'm not gonna go out of my way to put the rat on my head. But if I have a rat instead of like, you know, or like the sniffy things, like, you know, like crabs and stuff.
Oh no.
Because I'm like, if they're gonna hurt me, then it
like a yabby.
I think yeah. But then it's like if I had to put my hand in somewhere, I wouldn't want a yabby.
When Cliff was putting his hand in that rat thing the other day, I was like, I would not be able to do that. With that many boxes, I would just not even try that one. Like
the bull buffalo thing.
Oh my god,
that was funny.
Oh.
I'd be Andy.
Do you remember? Actually, Helen was the one, I think, when she went in the room and there was a massive ostrich there.
Oh, I know who you mean now.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
I feel like I would be scared of stuff like that, but she was alright with that.
I'd be fine with an ostrich.
I'm not a big animal person.
See, that's the difference.
So rats and stuff, it's just a very big no.
Plus it's like, I like know people who have like pet lizards and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm used to them.
Our friend had a fucking lizard, but I still
my nan got her for free.
We love that.
You know what I mean? Like I went and picked it up and stuff. So like I'm used to like dealing with animals more so than I am bugs.
I mean, I'm not saying that I fucking love bugs. I don't. But
the scorpions are kind of scary.
Yeah.
Or like fire ants. Fire ants and stuff.
Even those fucking... In fact, I think that's exactly what fire ants, yeah. Like, there's ones that fucking sting and they're like,
you know what
really
else
bad.
I think is underrated? Going into a room full of thousands of flies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is a worst nightmare, isn't it?
It is.
Like, it is awful.
I could deal with like pigeons and stuff. when they're all complaining about the pigeons, I'm like, oh, go away, like, that's just going
Me
into town for me,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? That's just my walk to work.
Oh, God. I even struggle when I see a cat on the way home, though, like, let alone fucking some of the things. And do you remember that time when that fucking one, she was, like, quite an old lady, but she was quite funny, and they made her put, like, an entire fucking crocodile on her body. Like, I hate it.
I mean, when I went to Florida, I'd stroked a baby crocodile.
I
think
it did
have his mouth taped shut, so...
I stroked a fish, and that's as far as it's gone from me.
God, why would you stroke a fish?
Do you know in Blackpool, that fucking sea life?
Oh, I was, like, out of context. You just picked up a fish, and you're like, woo.
No. Although, actually, I'm not even going to say that on here.
No.
But I do have... Right, okay.
What would you be like in the swimming challenges?
Do you know, I'm not a strong swimmer, but I feel like with some of them, I would be okay. The only things that would freak me out a little bit is, you know, when they have to go underwater and they can only come back up at certain points. That's the thing that gets me, because I'm not very confident at swimming.
In my head, I'm like, I like swimming. Like, I love the sea. Like, you know what I'm like. So I'm like, maybe I would be quite good at the water ones, plus there's, like, less chance of loads of bugs on me, which I think I could deal with. But then I'm like, it is just the fact that, like, you are limited for breath. Like, that's the only thing that would...
I think I'd be better with one of those ones with, do you know the ones where they just go up and down, up and down? I think I'd be
fine with them.
Really, like,
you know what
that would be a preferable trial for me.
You know what weirds me out? You know the ones where, like, the water is slowly rising?
Oh my God.
I think that
is, like...
I don't know. Even though, like, you can, like, breathe for as long as you want for, like, a long time, it's just the fact that waiting and knowing that in, like, a few seconds you're not going to be able to.
Oh my God. Ooh, no.
It's such a...
That's just not a comfortable thing to be in, like...
But then the more I think about it, I'm like, what challenges would I be good at? Because realistically, that one they did in the first episode, where Kate and Caitlin were in their boxes, that would have been impossible for me without the bugs and the distractions.
Yeah,
I can't throw stuff into... You know what I mean?
I saw
thought that was a very hard challenge.
When they both got, like, some of their first ones in, I was like, bloody hell.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have
done
that at all.
not.
Like, let alone the bugs, which would obviously, like, distract you.
And
I couldn't have done that anyway.
That's, like, their first, like, real trial. Like,
the height.
No, yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine with heights.
In fact,
it's just the sport element I couldn't do.
I've always thought I wanted to do that one where they, like, jump off, like, a plane high in the sky and they have to catch a star. I've always thought that would be quite fun.
I've always wanted to do a plane jump.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
but I feel like we should, but, like, I do get very scared. Like, I want to do one.
Even if it does scare me, I just would throw myself out there.
I would love to do it, but I couldn't, I don't know, I'd have to be having a good day. I can't have had a bad week
on my own. I don't think...
No, never.
Maybe if I was trained for years or whatever, but I'd do it if, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when they have someone else pull the parachute for you?
Oh,
like,
God,
I couldn't put that in my own, like, hands.
No. But that just reminded me of something really funny. You know Jake Mitchell?
Yeah.
When he hit 100 million... No, 100 million?
Oh, wow.
1 million subscribers, and he was, like... at his peak before he decided I don't like my girlfriend anymore. I remember his
dad was weird about that. I'm sorry, I just have to put that one out there. Anyway, carry on.
There's just nothing normal about their family, honestly. I find it very strange, but
the new music video where his sister's in it.
Oh, I know.
I find that a bit weird. It's not even like the fact that his sister's in it.
It's just that's because he makes her play quite a very...
That's what I mean. It's like the fact that he's grouped her with these people who he's singing about, and I'm like...
Like, I've got a brother with the same age gap as Eloise and Jake. Never... It's just not fucking normal.
No.
It's just not. But anywho... he, for his 1 million subscriber special, he went and he was like, oh, I'm going to jump out of a plane. So what they do on I'm a Celeb. And, great, he jumped out of a plane. He brought his friends along with him to jump on the plane. And I was under the impression they'd be jumping out of a plane too. But no, he just made them come with him to watch him jump out of the plane. I was like, they don't want to watch, like, they want to do it themselves. They're ready to go. They want to do it. Yeah, like, they don't want it. He's like, oh, let's go pick them up. It was like a massive surprise for Jake too. And then his friends just watched him. I thought that they were really going to put themselves out the plane too, but...
Oh, that's a bit cheap of him.
I know, I was like, Jake.
You'd splash a bit of cash.
If I was Saffron, I would have jumped in there. But yeah.
Oh.
Love to do a plane jump though. It's because some of the things they offer on the show are fucking like 1 in a million chances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But also, when they talk about loneliness and stuff, like, I would not deal with that very well.
What do you mean they talk
like, they're like, oh, sometimes I don't even mind doing the trials. I just like when you are in there for like that many weeks and you don't have contact with anyone, and like you're lonely because you don't really know anyone in the camp.
So.
I feel like that would really
I feel like even now more so than ever, because we're all always on our phones. That's how, I mean, it sounds okay boomer, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could, like, being put into that circumstance. Obviously it's a shock to the system, like it's so different to the UK, but like having everything that I'm used to, like my phone and stuff, taken away from me.
I don't like it.
Because I don't even like going into an exam and they're like, oh, keep your phone on the other side of the room. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, no, I cannot leave it.
Like, I just, like, it's just really natural. Like, everything... Oh, it is so bad. Like, my screen time is horrific. It's so bad. But, like...
Mine would be so much worse if I didn't have to work. Like.
I would miss my phone. And also, I just, like... I wouldn't want to be living with strangers. Obviously, I know that's the entire part of it. But just not really being able to actually talk to them. Like, what if you got in there and everyone was arguing? Like, oh, I wouldn't like it.
You would find your own little clique, so to speak.
That's
you would
true,
find
but I get the feeling that I wouldn't. I don't know.
Maybe I'm just too optimistic.
Like, I don't really make friends easily, and I'm not very like active about making friends. Like, I just
but if you were in a
settle.
situation,
I don't know how. That's the thing that scares me. I don't know how I deal with
when
that.
You think
I don't think I'd be very popular.
It's kind of counterbalanced by the respect that there is a lot of like team bonding, so to speak.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Like if you're thrown into a situation with a stranger and you've both got to like work together to eat.
That's true.
For the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It is kind of like those typical like school. Oh, stand on this bench and like go from age order without falling. Like.
Yeah. No, I think I would really like to do the show actually. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, we are actually a celebrity because we have got 1 subscriber, so I'm just saying we could go in together.
Twitter famous?
Oh yeah,
for that one tweet did
telling people to leave. So that is actually the end, but we will see you next time, and we hope that you're enjoying that.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.